All right, welcome back, everyone. Let me mute this. No. There. Okay. So, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Monday Night YouTube Live. A lot to go over. I'm going to keep this pretty quick tonight because I have something for you. Most of you know when I do these, you know, I'm trying to quote unquote give something back. So, number one, if you're not subscribed to the watch list, get on the watch list. It's free, okay? Every week in your inbox, Sunday afternoon for free. Go to stocksandtrade.com/watch list. Get it. But the biggest thing I want to talk about is well, actually several things. If you were here last week, pretty proud of that meal delivery idea. When it comes to trade ideas, we talked about Blue Apron, WTRH, IFMK, all these food delivery plays, and they all were killer last week. I mean, it's on YouTube. Go back and watch it, okay? I mean, I talked about the sectors to look for. I was talking about remote work. I was talking about food delivery, all these trends. And, I mean, the food delivery plays were on point, especially Blue Apron. I mean, I did the YouTube Live Monday night when Blue Apron was at, I think, 250-ish. So we go back to, closed at, sorry, let me back up. Let me get the chart right. Last Monday night, it was $5. Okay, I was way off. But guess what happened the next day? It went to 15, and then in pre-market the next day, it went to 30. Okay, so great calls on that. I mean, definitely be here. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't ring the bell and show up when it's free, okay? So we nailed those calls, and the biggest thing I want to talk about is coronavirus plays. I mean, these are some of the biggest movers, wildest, craziest stocks, and I'm hosting a webinar this week of, we're going to get really in-depth, really into the weeds, okay? So I just dropped the link in chat. It's going to be an hour long. We're going to get into the charts. We're going to really get in nitty-gritty. So definitely check that out. I'm excited for Thursday night. Come, be there, okay? I don't know why you wouldn't be there. So how do you tell me to access the news alerts? Hey, go to custom news scan, create a new scan, and then what I do is simple stuff. Remember, I love to keep stuff simple. So what I would do with the news scan is I'm filtering for stocks that are above $1. They have more than 50,000 shares traded today, and they're up more than 10% on the day. So greater than $1, more than 50,000 shares traded, up more than 10% a day. You can also filter by float, trades, market cap, all of that. You break that down, you get the stocks that are most likely to move. Simple stuff, okay? That's what's great about Stocks to Trade. Everything, every watch list, every scan, every pre-built scan, every custom scan, all filterable, all configurable. It's right there. I mean, it's not hard to find the biggest movers of the day when you can break it down by price, volume, and percent change. It's easy. And then you can even choose by news. I mean, if it doesn't have news, then it's not on your scan. Easy with the software. It's not hard, man. Don't overcomplicate things. We have so many wild swings in this market. I don't get why everyone wants to overcomplicate things. News, hot sectors, price, volume. It's not rocket science, guys. Come on, man. Seriously, it's not that hard. Everyone wants to find this undiscovered stock, the stock that no one has ever heard of, that's trading 1,000 shares a day, that everyone will forget about. It's just volume, price, news, float, simple stuff. Do you think WTRH will spike tomorrow? Probably not. I think it's done. I think WTRH is done. I mean, it had a huge run. I mean, listen, this was incredible last week. This is a food delivery play, and it might spike again, but it's probably done for now. Sketchy company, small company, probably does nothing. Now, if it gets volume, simple stuff again. If the volume's there, different story, but I don't think it goes anywhere. Do you think Apron will spike again? Yes. I love Blue Apron. What do I love about Blue Apron? It makes sense. It's just a logical trade idea. I mean, it makes sense. If you're stuck in your house, you don't know how to cook, you want meal delivery, you want to kind of feel like you're doing something, you order from Blue Apron. Yes, I love Blue Apron. How do you get notifications on what stocks are spiking midday? Phoenix. We have all these scans. Phoenix, are you using stocks to trade? Are you running the scans? Are you using the pre-built scans? Are you using the scans we run in Stocks to Trade Pro? It's there. Phoenix. It's all there. Everything's built in. For an overnight position, do you respect your stop in extended hours the same as you do during regular hours? Charlie, good question. It kind of depends. It depends on if it's a high volume move or if it's a low volume move. So a lot of overnight traders, which listen, overnight trading right now is hard. It's not easy trading overnight right now. But a lot of overnight traders get spooked out by moves that are on low volume. So the best I can say is look for high volume moves. Now, I will never tell you to move your stop. But if you're getting stopped out on 100 shares or 1,000 shares, that's something to look for. Now, if you get stopped out on 1,000,000 share trade or 100,000 share trade, that's different. But be careful. Be careful of the low volume moves overnight. And I mean, again, what I would say right now is just be really, really, really careful trading anything overnight right now. It's tough. Is it typical to use a scanner to watch the market but place orders with an alternate platform? Charles, that's viable. I mean, if your broker is using a different platform or a different software, yeah, it's viable for sure. I have to cancel my STT due to the coronavirus layoff. Where should I check for big percent gainers? Thomas, Thomas. Bums me out. Listen, brother, I hate to see people suffer because of this. But man, if you're getting laid off, I'll tell you this. Any, Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, you can find the top percent gainers with free web pages, but, it's not as good. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but to try and trade with because remember, the thing with Yahoo Finance or Google Finance, it's not real time. Your quotes are delayed 15 or 20 minutes. I wish I had a better answer, Thomas, but you're probably going to struggle, man. It's really hard with non-real-time data. So I would tell you this, and maybe I'm too honest, but probably just not trade unless you have real-time data. It's especially the most volatile stocks. I mean, the biggest, craziest movers, if you're delayed by 15 or 20 minutes, man, it's going to be tough. I'm sorry, it's going to be tough. Yeah, Yahoo Finance, FinViz, all good. They're not bad. So the main trade I want to talk about today is AYTU. This was an Oracle play. If you haven't checked out Oracle Daily Alerts, definitely check it out. I dropped the link in chat. Goes to your inbox every day at 10 a.m. or by 10 a.m. AYTU was a great buy at 180. Hit 220 in after hours. Holding up. I mean, this is a testing play. It's a coronavirus play. Definitely something to keep an eye on. We're going to be talking about this stuff Thursday night. So definitely be there. Register. Get in there Thursday night. I'm telling you. And it's, I know I'm repetitive, but it's free, man. Get in there. What do you think of DECN? Flatlined, sideways, pink sheet. I mean, if they have a press release, it's viable, but they got to do something to juice the stock. Not bad volume, but it's just a flat line on the daily chart. Looks like a lot of overhead resistance. If I integrate my E-Trade, can I enter one account and exit from the other? Yeah, yep. That's what's cool about Stocks to Trade is you can have multiple accounts. Whether it be multiple brokerage accounts or multiple paper trading accounts. Yep. What's up, my fellow hermits? I'm a hermit myself. Chris. ADMA. Good volume. Close strong. What is this? What's the news? Earnings winner just a week or so ago. Nice webpage. What are these? Who's their graphic designer? But anyway. So it's a virus play. It has unusual volume. Closed at the high of the day. It was a VWAP hold. Held VWAP all day. Highest volume in a year and maybe longer. Geez, highest volume, second highest volume in 5 years. And it's a virus play. Definitely a potential trade. And it closed near the high day and closed above VWAP. Love it. Doesn't make sense to have SDT, but actually trade in Questrade if you're in Canada. Molson, if you're trading the U.S. markets, yeah, totally. So I got crushed in NBY because I wasn't respecting my stop. Well, there's a lesson there. Respect your stops. I mean, we are in a very, very, very choppy market. You got to stick to your stops right now. If there was ever a time to adamantly stick to your stops, it's right now. I mean, we see these wild swings. I mean, the market is all over the place. You have to stick to your stops right now. Out of any, I mean, stocks bounce back. You know, if you're short, they pull back. I mean, you can make mistakes when the market isn't as choppy as it is. But right now, man, you gotta stick to your stops. And I'm not beating you up, okay? Charlie, I'm not beating you up. But if there was ever a time to stick to your stops, it's right now. My money is on Meds. Meds was nice, but the biggest bummer with Meds is it halted early. So I loved Meds early, but then it went into that limit up halt. And this is a lesson for you guys, and you don't have to listen to me. But once these stocks start halting, man, avoid. I know there's a lot of guys out there that are like, oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm getting the stay-at-home Amber Alert. Oh, it's unique times, man. Unique times. But, sorry, again. I normally don't pick up my phone during a live stream, but when you get the Amber Alert telling you to stay home, I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, but these are unique times, but it creates trading opportunities. So what I would say is avoid these halt plays, man. Long or short, you know, you try and short a halter, it goes up $2. You try and buy it, it goes down $2. So anytime a stock halts, just let it be for the day and then attack the next day. So I know that's not a popular opinion, but I know people love, especially on YouTube, that halt resume play. Oh God, you know, but avoid halting stocks. Man, great chat tonight, guys. So I'm gonna, I got a busy day tomorrow. I get a busy night tonight. Biggest things I want to talk to you about is AYTU with Oracle alerts, and check out the free webinar. It's an hour long. It's in depth. It's free. Check it out. Halts are pissing me off. Scott says halts are pissing me off. Scott, you are my spirit animal. We've had so many halts lately. It's so aggravating. Scott, I love you, bro. I'm right there with you. You know, you look at some of these tickers and you're like, oh, it's a great setup. And then it halts. And then it gaps down, and then it gaps up. And then the overall market halts. It's frustrating out there, I admit. TDoc. I like Teledoc. Woo! Man. Teledoc's at 175. Man, I remember in STT Pro, we went, when there was that press conference on the 16th. TDoc, red to green, Corona Task Force idea on the 16th. Oh, man. Let me look at 1 month. On the 16th, it was $122 stock. And tonight, it's $175. Oh, beautiful. So you guys see that. So I'm going to leave you with this. I did 4 webinars today. I got 3 webinars tomorrow. It's a wild time, but listen, we go over this stuff every single day in Stocks to Trade Pro. We live streamed that webinar or that press conference when TDOC was announced as a potential partner in the coronavirus task force on the 16th. I mean, it's right there on your screen. You want to doubt me? Read the notes. Look it up. OPGN, INO, APT, Lake, all of them. It's right there. And TDOC was $122. Now it's $175. Closed at the high today. Probably gaps up tomorrow. These ideas are there, man. Get in. Get in. All right, my friends. Have a good night. I say it all the time, but 4 a.m. comes early. It's a wild time out there. Hope to see you Thursday night. Thank you for being here every night. Man, we're really building momentum with these YouTube lives. I remember we started out a year ago, and there'd be like 1 or 2 comments. Now I can barely keep up. Love it. Love seeing you, all of you, chat amongst each other too. So, whew. I'm going to shelter in place. You can see my Amber Alert. Have a good night, my friends. It's a great time to learn to day trade. Hope to see you Thursday night. Hope to see you next Monday night. Hope to see you in Stocks to Trade Pro. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Get your exercise. Eat right. And we'll see you Thursday night, or we'll see you next week. But stay safe, my friends.